color guest is Claudia Herman, author, speaker, and female entrepreneur. Welcome, Claudia.
Hello, everyone. This is Janice Montgomery, Albo-Kaistrazer. We're coming to you today with our keynote speaker and entrepreneur, Miss Claudia Herman. Hi, Claudia. Welcome aboard.
Hi, Janice. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm excited about your new speaking career. Really, I am.
Thank you.
Great. Now, it's interesting to me that as a small business owner, you obviously have a lot of tips, speaking tips for female entrepreneurs. Tell me, what kind of problem are you the solution to?
What I do, I teach how to really use your voice to bring your message to the world.
How do you accomplish that, Claudia?
First of all, you have to know what kind of speaker you are. You can be an informational speaker, a motivational speaker, an inspirational speaker, or a transformational speaker.
Which one are you?
Actually, I am, for the most part, an informational speaker, and now I'm also transitioning to a transformational speaker.
What does that mean?
It means touching people's hearts and lives and let them know that they can really be the best version of themselves, that with the right message, they can learn how to really be positive, how to overcome obstacles, and most of all, how to really learn how to tell their story to the world.
You know, I could not agree more. Storytelling is the best speaking tip or tool that you could offer.
Definitely. And I learned that early on, when I am vulnerable, when I give myself to the audience, when I share things that might be even a little bit risky, I connect with people. Then they see, oh, you know, I can connect with her in this and this way. I can relate to her in such and such way. And that way, they really pay attention.
What is your USP when it comes to public speaking? Why should I hire you as opposed to someone else?
Well, first of all, it's because I come from a very interesting background. I was born in Mexico. I lived in Europe. I have traveled all over the world. So much value to the people I talk to. Because when I had the opportunity to open my heart and my mind and my eyes, I can bring that to my audience.
Speaking of storytelling, tell me a good story.
Oh, one of my favorites. You know, when I came here to the United States back in 2001, it was literally 3 weeks after 9/11.
Okay.
So the world was on edge. People were very jittery. They were anxious. They were suspicious.
Yes.
And I was sent by the law firm I used to work for to Houston to provide some legal services with respect to Latin America. And on the way back, there was such a huge traffic jam on 45.
Okay.
On I-45.
Yes.
And it was one of those typical accidents that we face. So for me, coming from Mexico City, and you have to understand, Mexico City is a city of 23 million souls in a very tight space.
Okay.
So driving is actually a very aggressive experience for everybody.
Okay.
So for me, it was so easy just to cross over to the service road, you know, through the grass. And there was a cop.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, he stopped me. And the first thing he asks is, what race are you? And I went like, huh? Excuse me? Now you have to understand, coming from where I came from back in 2001 in Mexico, when we talked about race back in those days, it means breed, like a French poodle or a Siamese cat. And I said, well, I'm human. And he was angry. He's like, what race are you? And I went like, okay, do I look like a French poodle to you? What? So he got even angrier. He writes the ticket and he throws it literally in my face. So I went like, I don't understand. For me as a newcomer to this country, that was a very rude welcome, to say the very least. But anyway, I learned about diversity and racial issues.
Thank you to Claudia Herman of CHF Consulting Group, LLC.